Joining us now is Ambassador Francis Rooney, former ambassador to the Holy See. Ambassador, welcome. So I'd love to just start with your reaction to Pope Francis's passing and what you see as his lasting legacy.
Well, I think obviously we're all very sad to lose the Pope. And I think the most lasting and durable aspects of his legacy will be the way he pushed the boundaries of church doctrine and brought subjects up that most people don't talk about too much. And then the way he was assiduously in pushing to remediate the plight of marginalized people, trafficking victims, migrants, refugees. He started out right away when he went to Lampedusa, early in his papacy, when he said he wanted to oppose the globalization of indifference. And that kind of became a motto for his papacy, quite frankly.
Yeah. At times, there seemed to be this competing narrative about Pope Francis. Some saw him as a progressive, promoting political agendas more than Orthodox church doctrine. Others will say that he was a pastor first, and as Dale mentioned in that story, calling him, the ministry of the Catholic Church a field hospital. How do you see it, Ambassador?
I think he was both of those things. I mean, when you look at his reaching out to the suffering and the marginalized people, he's a pastor. The way he embraced those children and washed the feet of those nuns, that's a pastor. But then on the other hand, he wrote the first environmentally oriented encyclical early in his papacy, recognizing global warming and criticizing the deniers and talking about the great harm that's going to happen in some of the poorest parts of the world if we don't deal with climate change. So he pushed forward on a lot of policies as well.
Yeah. Did Pope Francis start something new, Ambassador, with his outreach to evangelicals and his openness to the more charismatic Catholics?
I think he did. I think, his motto was a church with nobody in it's just a building. And he reached out to everybody. He reached out to the gays. He reached out to divorced women to get communion. He reached out to all these vulnerable people and brought them in. I think that he was a very inclusive person, inclusive of humanity. And anybody that wanted to hear the message of God, he was ready to deliver it to them.
Yeah. All right, Ambassador Francis Rooney, we appreciate you coming on this evening and sharing your thoughts with us on the late Pope Francis. Thank you so much.
Thank you.